year was the second healthiest team all season long. We track it at Sports Injury Central. The Patriots were in the top 10 healthy as well. Look, we started Super Bowl 2 weeks ago with both quarterbacks with injury issues, starting LP. It's great to see both quarterbacks are FP. They're obviously going to play. Like, no one's missing the Super Bowl. The most powerful drug in the world, everyone's going to be on Sunday. No, it's not Toradol. Adrenaline, right?
Oh, that's the nectar of the gods.
Nectar of the gods.
Right?
It is Toradol, actually.
Okay,
but
well.
I'll say what you're saying is probably a very close second, though.
Yeah, and so that's all good to see. Look, am I more worried on the Patriot side about Harold Landry and perhaps Robert Spillane? Yes. Are we worried about Nick and the rookie safety? 100%. It's a new low ankle sprain, inversion sprain. Look, if he were an offensive lineman or played in confined space, less worried. He plays in open space. Right. Straight line, he's going to be fine. What about all the things they ask him to do? And he's special. So there's going to be some question mark of him being less than 100%.
I want to transition a little bit. You made an interesting comment to me about 18 games if and when we do get there, which it feels like we're getting there. You had an idea of like how the schedule is going to look. Can you help kind of share that with us?
Well, I believe strongly that we're going to get back to 2 bye weeks. I know it was tried a long time ago and it wasn't but that was different. That was in an era when you only watched your team. Now you turn on Sunday Night Football, you don't even know who's on, and you watch it. Monday Night Football, you turn it on, you don't know, you watch it. So it's not the same cadence. But with 18 games, 2 bye weeks, of course they have to expand the roster and what have you. What would that do? Take away a preseason game and push the Super Bowl and President's Day weekend. And what would that also do? It would help with health this way. A second bye week. Like, players look forward to the bye week, depending on when it is. You guys know that.
Yeah.
It would help with health, but also it could, if you paired up the bye week with the midweek games, Thursday games, you could take away 4-day rest games and the scheduling flexibility. And look, it would make all the international games so much easier to schedule, right? And
especially the ones in Australia.
Right. But the other thing that's interesting too is it actually gives you an extra week of TV. So 18 games, but 20 weeks of TV, which is revenue and revenue sharing and everything. So and then, if the NFL wanted to, it could open up Wednesday Night Football.
Yeah.
So I think the NFL's smart, and I see it potentially happening, and they've got it.
I've said this after the COVID season. I don't know why they try to go for prime time in every possible slot besides Fridays and Saturdays. Save it for high school football and college football. But every other night of the week should be open, fair game for primetime games.
And if they did 2 bye weeks, I think it opens up the scheduling possibilities and the safety possibilities for players. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Doc. During the course of the season, we saw some significant injuries take place, and we've always seen significant injuries take place during the course of an NFL season. But if you were to take just an observation of the injuries that took place this season, because we had some significant figures go down this year, what would your observation be? Because in talking about expanding the amount of games, when you look at some of the guys that are getting injured within the amount of games that we have now, does that raise concern for the health of these athletes, as they move forward into, playing that many games? Like, what did you observe this year?
Well, football is not a contact sport. Football is a collision sport. That's what I've observed for the longest time. And what I've been saying for the longest time is bigger, faster, stronger. But, my Achilles tendon is no smaller than yours and no smaller than George Kittle's for the most part, right? So bigger, faster, stronger, more injuries.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox, and this Sunday, Redfin is kicking off an even bigger game during the big game. They are giving away $1 million home and an epic, never-been-done-before scavenger hunt, all on the Redfin app. Watch closely. The home is hidden in Rocket and Redfin's commercial during the big game. The winner will be the first to solve 6 clues and find the $1 million home on the Redfin app. Download or update the app to play Redfin's Great American Home Search, presented by Rocket.
No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. D.C. must be age of majority. Visit thegreatamericanhomesearch.com for official rules. Professionals.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. Need to scale your workforce for a peak season? Express Employment Professionals offers contract staffing so you can scale with ease and maintain productivity. Get started at expresspros.com. When it comes to hiring, it's about people, and that's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. Express experts connect you to qualified candidates matching skills to your business needs. Hire differently with Express. Visit expresspros.com to find your local office. That's expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, building your workforce, supporting your success.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Watch out for a stalled vehicle in the right lane northbound on 183 at Duval Road. The drive over on Highway 290 westbound starting to bog down from FM 1100 over to FM 973, about a 10-minute slowdown. And similar slowdowns on I-35 northbound from Highway 45 going over to William Cannon Drive. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Hosting game day but fumbling the shopping list? Good news, Specs has the perfect play. Ice-cold beer in the backfield, bold bourbon out wide, and savory snacks going deep. No need for a Hail Mary. Specs has you covered with a legendary selection and prices so low, your wallet will do the end zone dance. So before kickoff, be the MVP. At Specs, the fun starts here.
iHeartRadio and NBC Sports bring you Two Guys, Five Rings.
Two Guys, Five Rings.
Wow.
We're your hosts.
I'm Matt Rogers.
I'm Bowen Yang.
One essential podcast for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy.
Milan Cortina. They're actually making the huge mistake of sending us there.
The most expansive Winter Olympics ever.
Follow Two Guys, Five Rings and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Listen to the Two Guys, Five Rings podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Hey, Texas sports fans, Mike Hardge here, and it's time for Texas men's and women's basketball. Thomas J. Henry Law is thrilled to be part of the action with Texas basketball game broadcast. Just like the athletes give it their all on the court, Thomas J. Henry and over 250 attorneys give it their all when it comes to helping you and your families get the justice you deserve. Whether it's on the court or in the courtroom, dedication, strategy, and teamwork are crucial. For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry Law has been committed to securing meaningful results for the injured people and their families. Visit tjhlaw.com or call 24/7 to get the help you need for you and your loved ones.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from,
we can be twinsies,
to,
how was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
And the winner of the iHeart Podcast Award is...
You can decide who takes home the 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards Podcast of the Year by voting at iHeartPodcastAwards.com now through February 22nd. See all the nominees and place your vote at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
out to Preston again. Brianna back to Crump. This time she does measure up a three and knocks it down. Into the front court, here's Booker. Maddie on the left side, spin move around traffic. Now out front to Brianna Preston. In the corner, Jordan Lee, a contested three, and it's good for Jordan. Into the front court, Harmon out front. How about Booker for three? Nope. Yes! It rattled out and then popped back in. Madison Booker with 12. The Longhorns have the lead. Back in front, 32-31. Texas back in front, 36-35. 1:45 remaining in the half. To the right side, full wide. Left-hand dribble. Swings it out. Stolen by Harmon. Rory, a steal, a pass to Booker. Lead pass. Sidbury off the glass for two. LSU has the pass stolen by Crump. Aaliyah out to Booker. Into the paint to Sidbury. She scores. The steal by Crump to Booker to Sidbury. Texas up 14. 67-53. 10 on the shot clock. 14 on the game clock. Harmon, left side, still working the dribble down to 5 seconds. Backs it out for 3 seconds. Left side, Harmon shoots a fadeaway. Missed it off the rim. Oldacre, the rebound out front to Harmon. That's going to do it. The Longhorns get the win. Texas with the victory tonight. And they do balance the books with LSU. Final score here tonight at Moody Center in Austin. The Texas Longhorns 77. The LSU Tigers 64.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas.
or wherever you may be listening. This is a feel-good Super Bowl Friday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone. The number 4 Texas women's basketball team went to battle with number 5 LSU, and they handled their business 77-64. The Super Bowl is upon us, and we are ready. But who has the advantage? We'll talk all about that. The Olympics have already gotten started with a USA victory, but we are going to hear from Lindsey Vonn as she's still chasing that goal. Texas men's basketball look to take on Ole Miss, and the number 1 ranked and defending national champion Texas Longhorn softball team plays Nebraska tonight. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we got our guy Marcus behind the boards, who has been working his behind off all morning long. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Now, make sure you're locked into this, because we are going to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to go and check out the basketball game tomorrow as Ole Miss rolls into town with, guess who? Chris Beard, and, of course, our Texas Longhorns. So you'll get a chance to do that by giving us a text with the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to leave us a voicemail and get a chance to win those pair of tickets, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. We'll receive it instantly, and you might even hear it on air. All right, Mark. Last night, Texas women's basketball went out, handled their business in a big-time matchup with Kim Mulkey and her LSU Tigers. Now, coming into the game, we all know what happened the last time that they played. It was a rough game for the Texas Longhorns. Rory Harmon did not even play in the fourth quarter. It was a battle in the Bayou. Well, they come back to the great state of Texas, get them on their home court. ESPN primetime matchup, 8 o'clock tip last night, and you heard it all right here with the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way. And Texas handles their business 77-64. It was a tale of two games, the game in LSU and the game here, and Texas handled their business.
And the home court made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it made a difference in Louisiana. It made a difference in Texas. And man, I just want to commend the crowd for being there. Even when Texas struggled early in the game, well, I guess they never struggled, but they went back and forth. The crowd never wavered. And every time Rory Harmon touched the ball, they cheered. Like they energized her. And it worked, man. I was very proud of the effort that the ladies gave. And I know Coach Vic would probably at some point talk about how hard they played and how last time they didn't have a answer, and they had all the answers this time.
Well, after the game, Rory Harmon got a chance to talk to our guy, Craig Way. And the thing about Rory Harmon, she broke another record last night. She records her 1,500 career point, and she broke the school record with steals. Not only did she break the record, she pretty much shattered it because she had 6 steals, and now she's the all-time steals leader, and she's got 1,500 points, which is amazing when you think about her career. And she missed an entire year with a ACL injury, and for her to come back and be able to do that. But she did so much more, and she talked to Craig Way after the game.
Rory Harmon joins us now. Is it safe to say this was Rory's revenge, that sort of thing tonight?
Yeah, I thought I did better. I thought I was present. I thought I made myself present today. I'm just really super proud of the team that we played really tough today.
Let me ask you, what's the difference? What was the difference for you personally in guarding Michaela Williams from the first game to this game? What changed? What was different?
I've been guarding the team's most impactful player the last couple games, and I think I'm getting in a flow right now. I'm feeling it. I'm taking that assignment very personally, and so obviously she's a great player and she still had a good night, but I want to take it away as much as I can, and I thought I did that pretty good tonight.
Yeah. Does it make it easier for you and Maddie also on the offensive end when players like Taya and Aaliyah can come off the bench and do what they did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the stat sheets. I mean, Ted didn't miss a shot, and Aaliyah was 7 for 10 and 2 for 2 from the three-point line. So, I mean, that's just that's what we need. That's the depth that we're talking about, and that's what we're going to need down the line. I'm super proud of it.
Feels good to beat this group, doesn't it?
Yes, it feels good to remain undefeated at home right now. So that's what we want to do, defend our home court.
Congrats on the great win.
Thank you so much.
It was a big-time win, and she mentioned Taya Sedbury. This was the type of game that I was glad to see Coach Vic Schaefer pull Taya into that game because the speed of LSU was playing a major role against this team. And for her to come off the bench and provide you with 10 points, good defense, good hustle, it was something that, as Rory said, it provides so much depth on this basketball team.
Yeah, you have a chance that you can catch your breath and play at your optimum level.
Right.
And when you have somebody that comes off the bench, you tend to not want somebody to come off the bench and shine like she did because they're like, wow, maybe you should let her play more.
Absolutely.
She should. You don't want nobody to take your minutes away, but in this case, with the effort that they played at, they needed rest.
Yep.
And Coach Vic, I'm just saying, man, he got a glowing scouting report. He's got a glowing awards from people that love basketball because of the way he orchestrated the lineups.
Yep.
And, man, shout out to Madison Booker, too. Every one of her assists led to a big shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't speak on more than her level of consistency in the mid-range. That there's not many people like her.
Yep.
And when she gets to the WNBA, which we still got another year for her, but there's not many players like her.
Well, there's another player that has got some special skills as well, and that's Aaliyah Crump. She was 7 of 10, 2 of 2 from the three-pointers, and she was electric when she came in, and they didn't have her the last time that they played.
No, they didn't.
And she was able to get after it. But going back to Rory Harmon, Coach Vic Schaefer talked about the importance of Rory Harmon and how some people see her as underrated.
When the kid's done playing, y'all, and y'all need to write about it, she's going to be the only player in the history of the game points, rebounds, steals, and assists. The numbers that she's going to have, there won't be another player in the history of women's college basketball. And yet, she still hadn't been awarded the Lieberman Klein Point Guard of the Year. But with Rory, I'm frustrated more than anything because I think the kid deserves way more. And I'll keep saying it because for me, I don't take it for granted. You don't take kids like these for granted. In my career, like, I've had some really good players in my career, but I haven't had anybody like her. Talking specifically about Rory, the statistics demand that people give her credit. That's it. At the end of the day, the stats are the stats. Give me a break. And it frustrates the hell out of me. So I'll toot that horn from now until she's done.
Yeah, tell him, Vic.
Man, I love that dude, man.
Say it with your chest, man.
He get me fired up, man. I love it when people come to bat for you.
Yeah,
go to bat for somebody today, guys. You listening? If somebody out there, go to bat for him. Woo!
Oh my gosh!
Come on, man.
We're just getting started on this
Wake up.
Feel Good Football Super Bowl edition of a Friday morning kickoff. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversations. Super Bowl Friday, we're going to hear from Mike Vrabel on his quarterback. At 7:34, we'll talk about the NFL honors. And oh yeah, the Olympics has started. Right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
The voice of the Horns, Craig Way on 1300 The Zone, weekdays at 2.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
All lanes are back open after a stalled vehicle was taken care of on 183 northbound at Duval Road, but there is still an accident being worked on Anderson Mill Road, the northbound service road of 183. And looking at the drive over on I-35 northbound this morning, stop and go an extra 15 minutes going from Highway 45 over to William Cannon. I'm Jason Foster with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Nothing brings friends and family together on game day like delicious King's Hawaiian Sliders. Bring them to the big game table and be the real MVP. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your local store. Football and King's irresistible Hawaiian Sliders. There's nothing like it.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The biggest night in football is almost here. On Kalshi, you can now legally trade game day props, like will a quarterback win MVP? Yes, it's trading at 27%, meaning a $100 trade pays out $371 if it hits. And Kalshi isn't betting. It's a live market where you can trade against other people, buying in and out as prices move. Download the Kalshi app, use the code PODCAST to get $20 when you trade $100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Spice up the big game with a hot box from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. You think you know what's going to happen during the big game? Call it with DraftKings Predictions, a new app where you can predict outcomes on football's biggest game. Make real money predictions on the big game and put your money where your knowledge is. Pick a topic, make a prediction. Like, what will the total score be? Will the underdog cover? Which team will be lifting the trophy at the end? Then see if your big game smarts pay off. DraftKings Predictions is new and simple to use with big game trading. Available here in Texas.
Download now. New DraftKings Predictions customers get up to a $75 first trade bonus with promo code AM1300. Don't just feel it, Predict it with DraftKings Predictions. The crown is yours. DraftKings Predictions is a CFTC registered introducing broker. Event contract trading involves substantial risk of loss. One per new customer. Opt-in required. Non-withdrawable predictions dollars expire in 1 year. Ends February 8th, 2026. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. See terms at dkng.co/predictions promo.
Searching online for a car? When you call that dealership, your first question should be, are there any extra costs to the price on your website? At Henna Chevrolet, our answer will always be no. Their answer, you don't want to know. Shop surprise fee free with Henna, where the price you see is the price you get. Absolutely no addendums ever. You deserve honesty, and that's what we run on. Together, let's drive at henna.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Adopt US Kids presents multiple choice parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you A, get spiritual?
Mom, where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives?
Less time blow drying, more time texting?
Or C, show empathy?
Mom, you really don't have to.
Twinsies!
I kinda love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. The Longhorns live here.
To the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, and always radio app. The show going to give you to win a pair of tickets. Not only are we going to give you an opportunity to win a pair, we're going to give you 3 opportunities to win a pair of tickets to go out. University of Texas versus Ole Miss tomorrow at the Moody Center, 1 o'clock tip-off. So get excited because now is your time. All you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app, or text us at 81530 by putting the word Texas in front of it and leave your name and information. If it's good enough, you might get those tickets.
If it's good enough.
We're looking out for you. This is one of 3 chances to win a pair of tickets for tomorrow's game. You saw how exciting it was at the Moody yesterday. It needs to be that same kind of energy tomorrow for the University of Texas as they take on the Ole Miss Rebels with former head coach Chris Beard at the helm. Super Bowl is here, Mark, and it is – I asked the question yesterday, how excited is everybody for it? And 2 teams, everybody hates the Patriots. And you either love them or you hate them.
You love them or you hate them.
Yep. They were dominating the NFL for quite some time with Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady, not in the Hall of Fame. And I'll get into the Hall of Fame announcements from yesterday as well. But you start looking at this game and you look at the coaches, Mike Vrabel and Mike McDonald. Vrabel, defensive-minded head coach. McDonald, defensive-minded head coach. Sam Darnold has been around for Seattle, has been around for quite some time. I believe this is his 8th season in the NFL. You look at Drake May, this is his 2nd season and is able to lead his team to the Super Bowl. So Mike Vrabel talked to Drake May and told him early in the season, hey, man, I need you to lead this team if we're going to have success.
Coach Vrabel at the beginning of the year, I remember him saying, I think you need to, find a way to, in your own way, become more of a vocal and do something for this football team because we're going to need you. And I always used to tell him, Coach, I feel like I need to kind of prove it on the field first and kind of not need to, kind of overstep my boundaries with some of these veterans and guys that have played at a high level and guys that, Milton Williams is coming on the team who just won a Super Bowl. And you got players like Steph, who's just been a really a superstar in this league for his whole career. And just, I think I got to, prove to them that I'm worth, saying something to them in the locker room and little things like that. And he said, well, you got to predict that's going to happen and just start doing it now. And Coach Vrabel's been so good with leadership and little things here or there about what I could do to help maybe this position group or help the O-line or help the receivers. And just trying to be myself. That's the best thing Coach Vrabel's, kind of kept me. Just be myself. Just find your own way and, show a little bit. Steph mentioned a little bit of different side of me, in the huddle sometimes when we need a first down to go to the Super Bowl. I think I'm willing to do whatever it takes and show that different side to me. But at the same time, try to keep it, myself and being that even keel.
Wow. See, that's coaching. And I think that not only did he get that from Belichick, but when you're elite like he was, I mean, the guy scored touchdowns. He did everything you could do. He just told him the same thing. Go do anything and everything you could do. And don't bow down. Like the quarterback position is one of those where regardless of your tenure, when you come in as the guy, or you win the job as the guy, you automatically become a leader.
Yeah.
The position is too complicated. It's too intricate, and everything is based around that position. So he got good advice, and I'm glad that he took it.
Well, and he comes from a family of athletes. I mean, his brother played basketball. His dad played football at North Carolina. He's got older brothers that have been around it. And when you're the younger one, you normally kind of
let other people
do their
lead
thing and all that stuff. But being around that, you learn from that and you understand what it looks like and how you need to handle that. So to me, him being able to become that type of person, I had no doubt that that's what he would be. It's just a matter of, man, it progressed real quickly. And it's not normal for a new coaching staff to come in and create this atmosphere that these guys automatically jump into. But the good thing about it is you brought in somebody that understands what it's like to be a New England Patriot in Mike Vrabel. Vrabel has always been a damn good coach. I don't understand why Tennessee decided it was time for him to move on.
They're the Titans. That's why.
Yeah,
you know what, man? That's the best way you can put it, Marcus.
Yeah.
They are who they are.
Yep.
And they're going to stay who they are.
And now they are looking like they got egg on their face, and Mike Vrabel taking the high road, being able to lead that organization. And
who has more egg on their face? Tennessee or Minnesota?
Minnesota, by far. Minnesota, by far. Well, I take that back. It's definitely the organization, the Tennessee Titans, and the reason being is because Mike Vrabel was the stabling force that was there. We didn't know what Sam Darnold. They had a great year with Sam Darnold. Probably should have kept him there, but they had that first round pick on J.J. McCarthy, who they had to invest in. They invested in that quarterback, and they had to give him a shot. And they weren't terrible; they just weren't good. You know
what
I'm
if
saying?
you keep Darnold? I know it's horrible to play the what if game.
Yeah, if you keep Darnold, I mean, obviously,
you keep Darnold in Minnesota and use that pick to draft a complimentary weapon.
Here you go, using picks again. This dude.
No, like their first pick, they picked the quarterback.
Yeah.
When they had a quarterback.
But at that time, they wouldn't expect Darnold to be Darnold.
Darnold was not that.
Because he was a backup for Carolina.
Yeah, no, it was
I'm talking about.
He's been around. That's his fourth team.
I'm talking about Minnesota last year.
But that's what we're talking about. That pick was already there. He got hurt. J.J. McCarthy got hurt. Sam Darnold wasn't even going to be the starter. J.J. McCarthy got hurt. That's why Sam was able to do what he was able to do. J.J. McCarthy was coming in as the starter because, remember, he had those great preseason games, and they were like, oh, this is his. Well, he ends up getting hurt. Sam Darnold takes the job, got Wally pipped, and now we are moving on. So now you start looking at it. So I would still say that you didn't know that you were going to be able to come back to this. What ends up happening is
that organization in Tennessee went straight to the bottom. Matter of fact, you've already fired the coach that replaced him, and now you're bringing in Robert Saleh. So you've already done some things that shows that organization is bad. But you also have Drake May, and he had a conversation about what advice he's received ahead of playing in his first Super Bowl this coming Sunday.
Yeah, I think Coach McDaniels has probably been the best with, experience in that, coaching so many quarterbacks, really just one quarterback in this game for so long, and just knowing, the emotions of even just running out there the first time and how much how cool the moment is, but at the same time, how much you're like, man, this is it. This is what we're here for. Like I said before in here, Peyton's reached out to me after, Denver and had some, good tips about trying to keep, some of my rhythm, my schedule the same, but really, other than that, just trying to do whatever I can, one more time, one more week, we have 2 weeks of prep and got a couple of days here now to do whatever I can this time to, kind of fine tune the things and kind of dot the I's, cross the T's and get ready for the game.
Man, I just can't believe we just got one more. This is the last week of football.
Last week? This is the last game.
The last game, man. Like, what are we going to do?
I mean, we're going to do your favorite thing. You just love you some basketball. The problem is
do.
You're not going to be able to trade nobody. Trade deadline's
it's
gone,
over.
So you can't.
I'm stuck. All I can do is just watch now.
Can't be over here trying to think about who you're about to trade. But we'll give our predictions a little bit later in the game to say which direction we are leaning. We'll also talk about my favorite prop bet or maybe your favorite prop bet. We've got so much going on that it's going to be a lot of fun. We got Ann Parker Coleman coming up in the next hour, 8:17. You don't want to miss that. She was courtside last night for Texas women's basketball with their victory, and she's been plugged into Texas baseball. She's got a lot going on, and we kick off softball season tonight as well. So you got a lot of options, Mark.
Okay.
You got a lot of options.
I think I'm going to lean more in the baseball this year because I can't, when football goes away, I'm depressed.
I think you and a lot of people across
like
the world.
It's hard for me.
You can watch UFL. That's going to start. Talk to your boy Dwayne Rocky Johnson. He'll
Rocky.
Oh
my
God.
Oh my God.
Coming up next, getting the Hardge Knocks Life. Awards were given out and Hall of Famers were announced. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
The Winter Olympics opening ceremony is today in Milan. 2022 speed skating Olympic champ Erin Jackson will be one of 2 U.S. flag bearers, and she spoke about the honor on the Today Show.
Oh, it means so much. I ran into one of my teammates in the cafeteria yesterday, and he was like, I've been voting for you like crazy.
Bobsledder Frank Del Duca was also chosen. They were selected by a vote of fellow Team USA athletes.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
All lanes are back open after a stalled vehicle was taken care of on 183 northbound at Duval Road, but there is still an accident being worked on Anderson Mill Road, the northbound service road of 183. And looking at the drive over on I-35 northbound this morning, stop and go an extra 15 minutes going from Highway 45 over to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Nothing brings friends and family together on game day like delicious King's Hawaiian Sliders. Bring them to the big game table and be the real MVP. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your local store. Football and King's irresistible Hawaiian Sliders. There's nothing like it.
Whether it's fast breaks, big shots, or loud crowds, Texas basketball delivers it all. And Bud Light keeps it all refreshing. It's light, it's crisp, and built for game time. Because when you're in the arena, you want to make sure that Bud Light is close and in a hand. Because Bud Light is the official domestic beer of Texas basketball. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tonight, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Tonight at
at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This Valentine's Day, celebrate the one you love the most with Hallmark cards at Walgreens. Valentine's Day is the best time to send your favorite person a reminder of just how much they mean to you. A Hallmark card is a super simple and beautiful way to say how grateful you are for the love you two share. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is Saturday, February 14th. Visit Walgreens today to find a Hallmark card that shows just how much you care for them, because love lives here.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store kohls.com for details.
Victor Wembanyama dropped in 29 as the Spurs pulled away in the fourth quarter, beat the Mavericks 135-123 for their third straight win. The U.S. women's hockey team opened the Milan Winter Olympics with a 5-1 preliminary round win over Czechia. Super Bowl 60 kicks off Sunday at Levi Stadium. Seahawks look to avenge their Super Bowl 49 loss to the Patriots, who are chasing a record 7th championship. I'm Ronza Moss.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Discover.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Fairfield, Connecticut's Kristen Santos Griswold is the fearless leader of the U.S. short track team. After a heartbreak in Beijing, she stormed back to become the #1 ranked skater in the world, collecting World Cup medals with aggressive passing and smart strategy. In a sport where chaos is guaranteed, Santos Griswold brings consistency and elite speed. She arrives in Italy seeking redemption and the Olympic hardware she's worked a lifetime to earn. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Our blood runs orange.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Hardball, Hardge, Will Strong, man, D-Mark, and of course, we got our guy Marcus behind the board. All right, let's get into the NFL because the NFL took center stage last night, literally center stage. They also told everyone who is going to be into the Hall of Fame. That is going to be a fun and interesting time for a lot of folks. But the awards were given out, and some of the awards we kind of thought were going to happen. And as we started to break these down, you start to look at who, what, where, and why these people are named as certain players. When you look at the Deacons Jones sack record, you got Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett went out and did his thing. And he was also on Jimmy Kimmel the other night talking about the sack record and what it means.
And what was the feeling like to take down Joe Burrow and secure the record there? You're going in what? You have 22 sacks?
22.
And you're going into the last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get a sack, you don't break the record.
I don't break it this year. Yeah. We were going to break it regardless.
No. No, that's too positive. You're too positive. I'm more of a realist. Come on, dude. Wait, so if you don't do it, you're in second. You're on the list. But first is Michael Strahan.
And TJ.
And TJ Watt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there was never a thought that I wasn't going to get it. There was never a couldn't. Come on.
All right, how about this? After the first quarter, nothing happened. After the second quarter, nothing happened. Yeah.
Third quarter,
nothing happened. Then do you get nervous?
No.
I would be crying. I'd be like, come on, dudes. Let me get one sack. What's going on here?
Oh, they haven't been letting me get any all year, so I
know.
had to go and take it.
Why? Yeah. So you didn't get any. You didn't have any downs.
No.
Wow. And what does it feel like when you go like? Do you just know when you have the fast break or whatever it's called? What do you call it?
You get off. Good get off. Yeah.
A good get off.
Yeah. You have a good get off, and
it's like you see a hole or you see the timing of the snap.
Timing of the snap, looking at the ball, you get off, and you can just your eyes flicker, and you see the tackle, and you're like, I'm already even with him. Oh, it's over.
And it's over.
It's over.
It's over. You know it's
like it's guaranteed.
Guaranteed. You go. That's it. Done.
Yeah, it's
you're
like,
down.
Hey, take him down. It's like good
What
to see
does
you.
it feel
Good
like?
to see you, Joe.
Good to see you, Joe. And so with that being done, he was named the AP Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, and the award was presented by Michael Strahan. The irony of it all, that Michael Strahan had to give it the Defensive Player of the Year award to the guy that broke his sack record on the final play of his time. Outstanding stuff. I thought the NFL did a good job of doing that. Jackson Smith-Njigba was named the AP Offensive Player of the Year. He's getting a chance to play in the Super Bowl. I still thought that Bijan Robinson could have been there. Christian McCaffrey could have been there. There was a couple other guys, but what you got a chance to see from Jackson Smith-Njigba this year was special, especially with a new quarterback. The AP Comeback Player of the Year went to Christian McCaffrey. He was a guy that has been dealing with injuries multiple times throughout his career. Now he has that award. The AP Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Ted McMillan, the Panthers wide receiver. He's
deserving.
He put up good numbers, and obviously with Bryce Young as your quarterback, never know what's going to happen, but you played well. They made the playoffs. Good job by them. Defensive Player of the Year was the linebacker for the Cleveland Browns. Think about that. You got Defensive Rookie of the Year. You play for the Browns. You got Myles Garrett in front of you, and you playing linebacker. You get the defensive player of the rookie of the year on the defensive side. Carson Swinginger, he gets that. Then you have the coach of the year, AP coach of the year, went to Mike Vrabel of the Patriots. Turned that whole program around, went 4-3 the previous year, and now they're playing in the Super Bowl. And, of course, you have the AP Most Valuable Player, Matthew Stafford. And during his acceptance speech, he made the announcement that he is coming back next year. So Matthew Stafford will be back in the NFL. The big play moment of the year went to Caleb Williams on that touchdown pass to
yes,
DJ
sir.
Moore. Caleb wasn't there, but DJ Moore was. He went and got the award. The Walter Payton Man of the Year went to Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's been a stand-up guy his entire career, and he's finally recognized as the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, and it's always good to see the Payton family present that trophy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a staple now in football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you grow to see who does good work in the community. And, you know, I don't know if it was beast mode it was beast mode. When he said that, man, I just want to do stuff real good in my community.
Yep.
Like that's something that they don't shine a light on as much as they should. But these guys are out there in the street, man.
Yeah.
They're out there trying to help the cities and the communities that they live in.
Yeah. Every team has a representative of the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Dak Prescott actually won it one year. So, and Russell Wilson did as well. So shout out to Bobby Wagner for winning that. Then the Pro Football Hall of Fame class was announced during the NFL honors. One guy that got a chance
to finally get into the Hall of Fame was legendary running back who set the tone for a Marshall Faulk, set it for a Christian McCaffrey, a Bijan Robinson. Roger Craig is finally inducted
High knees.
Oh, man, he will give you a concussion running through that line.
Man, he chin-checked a lot of dudes.
Exactly. Former Nebraska running back. That's when I really started liking him, when he was at Nebraska. Didn't like him much when he was a 49er, though.
No.
He was always
not
giving
so
the
much.
Cowboys the business. So it was tough for him. Luke Kuechly, whose career probably would have continued to grow if he didn't have
So many concussions.
but he's in the Hall of Fame. Larry Fitzgerald, Mr. Consistency, one team his entire career, one of the most loyal guys that is out there. He is inducted into the Hall of Fame. Adam Vinatieri, as my man Marcus said, not all New England Patriots are not going to make it into the Hall of Fame. Adam Vinatieri has now made it into the Hall of Fame.
I just didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I really didn't. So Brady is going to get in now. Like, you have to
He
put
wasn't
Brady.
first ballot, though.
Oh, this wasn't first ballot.
This wasn't first ballot.
Okay,
none
never
of those
mind.
guys. None of those guys.
Never
are
mind.
first ballot.
Brady will not be a first ballot.
And Austin's own Drew Brees
Yay.
now a pro football Hall of Famer. The Westlake Chaparrals. Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer. So much to get into, so much fun. Josh McDaniels was the AP Assistant Coach of the Year. So he's the offensive coordinator. You got your guy, Mike Vrabel, the head coach, getting Coach of the Year. And then you got Josh McDaniel as the Assistant Coach of the Year. When we come back, the Olympics are here. What? Did people not know that? Opening ceremonies tonight, but we're going to let you hear from Lindsey Vonn, who is doing a Mia Scott impersonation. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
In their inaugural season in the SEC, the Texas Longhorns made history.
For the first time in 22 years, the Texas women are headed for the Final Four.
Now, they're back to finish what they started.
To the hoop, and she scores! And she scores!
Marvin will hoist it from half court and makes it. Listen to Texas women's basketball all season long on 1300 The Zone. Your home for the Horns.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
If you're just hitting the roads this morning, you're going to find those usual slowdowns in those usual spots. I-35 northbound, always slow from Highway 45 over to William Cannon. Today, adding about 15 to 20 minutes to your commute. And a 10-minute slowdown through some stop-and-go speeds on 290 westbound. You're slow from FM 1100 over to FM 973. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Nothing brings friends and family together on game day like delicious King's Hawaiian Sliders. Bring them to the big game table and be the real MVP. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your local store. Football and King's Irresistible Hawaiian Sliders. There's nothing like it.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The second I see that Chick-fil-A text in the group chat, I'm throwing my shoes on and running out the door. Hey, I'm Layla. And I'm Kaylin. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is how it feels like an easygoing morning. The chicken adds the most flavor. It's juicy and seasoned. The biscuit is just very light and airy and fluffy, just like a cloud. I also love to put jelly on mine, so it's sweet and savory. It's a good start to the day.
Mornings are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit and Simply Orange Juice. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-408-4040. That's 800-408-4040.
You know who's listening to the radio? Voters. Lots of them. So if you're running for office, this right here, great place to reach them. And it's not like social media where people are just swiping through ads. With radio, they're engaged. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crows, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crows. Whiskey Myers. May 17th, Moody Center. Tickets on sale Friday, February 6th at 10 a.m. at livenation.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Before it was vintage, it was a revolution. This smells like the 90s. A decade that tore up the rulebook and defined a new world of alternative. Nirvana, Alanis, Pearl Jam, Weezer, No Doubt, and more. With free weekend. This favorite era, just a tap away. Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
iHeartRadio. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We just got a text message that said, still upset about Darren Woodson not making the Hall. Was it his final year on the ballot? I know he will probably get there by the older players' ballot, but I still think he should be on the original ballot.
Well, what's the problem?
Yeah.
What's the problem? Statistically,
I know.
Super Bowls. Not emotional. I'm just angry.
You got choked up.
I'm just angry. Sometimes I get that scratch when I get angry. Like, why?
I don't know, man.
You put his numbers up there with the Ronnie Lotts and the Steve Atwaters and the Ed Reeds. His numbers match.
Yep. He's done everything, and he's played every position. And this dude played strong safety at a lightweight. He would knock your head off. And he could run. He did everything you could possibly do
I don't
in the
get
NFL.
it. I just don't.
It is.
I think it's a beauty contest. It's a popularity contest.
Well, he would probably tell you that he thinks he's beautiful, and his stats believe he's beautiful too. So, I mean, you start looking at it that way, they need to make sure that he's in there. Just doesn't make any sense.
This wasn't the last year though, right?
I will have to check that. I think he's close. Like he said, he may end up getting in on a ballot from the older heads doing the committee to get him in. So we'll see what ends up happening. But the Olympics are upon us, and we have our own Olympian in-house. And this is the Winter Olympics, not the Summer Olympics. The Winter Olympics got a lot of great downhill skiers, but none more popular than one Lindsey Vonn. Lindsey Vonn crashed out, tore her ACL, but she's not letting you think that she's out of there.
I'm going to do it. End of story. So I'm not letting myself go down that path. I'm not crying. My head is high. I'm standing tall. And I'm going to do my best. And whatever the result is, that's what it is. But you can never say I didn't try.
And she actually is trying. Mark, you came in today. You was like, you see her doing those squats? She was putting in work. So she is doing the Mia Scott treatment. Can't move around, not feeling good, knee hurts. But you know what? This is my last Olympics. I'm going out with a bang, and she's still out there trying to downhill ski fast as she possibly
And
can.
everybody's thinking right now, oh, they're just going to inject it. Sorry, not so fast. Olympic protocols against painkillers and pain inhibitors are just like steroids and just like blood doping. So she's going to have to go out there and brave the pain. Like, so when you see her, don't think that, oh, she's numbed up.
Yeah.
Because the Olympic Committee won't allow that. And the international, the IOC will not allow it.
Right.
So now I pray for her. I hope that she can bear that pain because, you know, when you're downhill skiing, man,
That's a lot of turns.
You're not just trying to push power output, you're getting jammed.
Yeah.
And, you know, at that point, you know, anything can happen. I hope it don't get really bad. I did the same thing, tore my ACL and kept wrestling, popping my kneecap back in place when it was detached.
Yeah.
And eventually it just flew apart and it just destroyed everything.
Yeah.
So I hope that don't happen to her. Maybe somebody before she competes will say, hey, let's just sit it out.
No, she's not doing it. She already said, I'm not crying. I'm not dealing with that. I'm here. I'm going to compete. I'm going downhill. I just hope she don't hurt herself.
Yeah, I don't want her to hurt herself.
Bad. So you can watch those on NBC USA Network, CNBC, NBCSN, Peacock, and they also have the NBCOlympics.com.
It's a lot of MBs.
Yeah, they're the ones running it. They're the ones running it. So if you're streaming it, they can find it. You're going to be able to find it. If you're a Winter Olympics person, this is what you want. So the alpine skiing started already February the 4th through the 18th. The biathlon, I don't even know what that is.
It's okay. The biathlon is like cross country skiing.
Oh, my
and they
goodness.
shoot guns.
Yeah.
So you shoot targets, and I mean, you go and try to run a mile and then have to stand there and hit a target when you're trying to regulate your breathing. They're doing that on ice.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just a very difficult sport. The skeleton and the bobsledding are my two favorites.
Yep. The bobsledding starts the 12th through the 22nd. The cross-country skiing is the 7th through the 22nd. Curling, it starts on the 4th. It's already started. That's my favorite one.
So I'm going to do that
They
in the
start
gym
shaking.
tonight.
Yeah, they shaking right there when they go across. I like that right there. Figure skating starts today. Freestyle skiing starts tomorrow. Ice hockey started yesterday, and the Texas and the USA team won already. Shout out to them. The luge is started already.
Can't watch it.
Why?
It just it's too scary to me. Like, you know, when you see them go down feet first, and it scares me.
Weren't you supporting a guy that was getting in the Olympics?
Yes, Darrell Payne. He's a skeleton.
Yeah, he's the skeleton.
But they go head first, but they're in a contraption where it's got a cap on it.
That
It's
starts on the 9th. That starts on the 9th.
I love that.
Yeah.
But the skeleton, I mean, the luge is the opposite direction, and there's no protection around you. I can't watch that. Every time I see it, I find myself turning. And for the people that's looking, I'm like this. I can't do it. It's too scary.
What is the one that the Jamaican bobsled?
That's the bobsled.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's a 4-man team.
Yes.
And a lot of the pushers or a former Olympic track athlete.
I was going to say, wasn't
Herschel Walker did it one year back in the day.
Yeah, we don't talk about Herschel.
Well, he's been excommunicado.
They did that. They did that in the trade. Lolo Jones. Lolo Jones was part of that as well. I need to talk to Marion and see if she ever did something like this, because I believe Marion Jones did something similar at one point.
She would have been a good one.
I know, but she's so long, man. She is long. You seen her?
She's 6 feet, 6'1"?
At least.
Unbelievable athlete, man.
Yeah,
All-timer.
unbelievable.
Right here in Austin.
You know what event that I will be watching? The short track speed skating. They get after it, man.
I know why.
No, it's just so fast, and they be lean with it, rock with it.
Yeah, lean with it, rock with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is right around the corner. I want you to hear from Vince Wilfork. He said some things the other day about Tom Brady that all of us are talking about. And did y'all know he played quarterback? Yeah, we'll talk about it before the day is over. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
New year, new opportunities. Start 2026 by taking control of your financial future with Texitcoin, the cryptocurrency born in Texas for Texans. Fast, secure, and decentralized, Texitcoin is your chance to buy into freedom and innovation. Don't just make the resolution, make moves toward independence, growth, and real financial power. Visit Texitcoin.com today and join the Texas revolution in finance. Make this the year you lead, not follow. Texitcoin, where Texas meets tomorrow.
50 years in the Lone Star State, a one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know which way to Specs. Come on, let's go. Specs Fine Spirits and finer foods. World-class service, that's all about you. Shop Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shop Specs, low price, amazing. Here's to you. Cheers to savings.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
The big game is fast approaching, so if you're hosting, make the smartest play right now. Upgrade before the big game, before the stores get picked over, before kickoff sneaks up on you. You know what you need? The TCL Ultimate Series, the QM 8K or QM 9K. You want the best picture? Ultimate brightness? They've got it. Ultimate game day experience from the coin toss to the final drive. This is the big game. Stadium lights, fast cuts, big hits, bigger debates. Was he in? Was he out? With TCL, the replay looks obvious. The picture is so real. There's no blur, no squinting, no, hey, can you run that back and go big? Sizes up to 98-inch. Every seat is a great seat, even the ones by the snack table. On sale now at all major retailers. Get it while supplies last. TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 60.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners, so they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
iHeartRadio and NBC Sports bring you Two Guys, Five Rings.
Two Guys, Five Rings.
Wow.
We're your hosts. I'm Matt Rogers. I'm Bo Yang.
One essential podcast for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy.
Milan Cortina. They're actually making the huge mistake of sending us there.
The most expansive Winter Olympics ever.
Follow Two Guys, Five Rings and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Listen to the Two Guys, Five Rings podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Sports lives on the iHeartRadio app, the home of the Super Bowl 60 tailgate concert presented by NetApp. Big game coverage, the Winter Olympics from Milan, NBC's official audio partner, Fox Sports Radio, ESPN, and sports betting. Search sports on the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Mike Hardball Hardge, world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry. And of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And I want you to understand, when it comes to football, everybody competes and they compete hard. And now when you're part of an organization, you have a statue outside of the facility and you were asked about who you are pulling for in the Super Bowl, and you say, I have no dog in the fight, it creates a lot of talking points, I guess I would say.
Yeah, you can say that.
If you were to ask me, hey, Hardge, who's in the Super Bowl? Well, I have no dog in the fight. And the Cowboys are in it, and I'm like, man, I'm neutral. No. When the Washington Nationals won the World Series, people ask me, who you pulling for in the World Series? The Washington Nationals used to be the Montreal Expos. My first professional career started with the Montreal Expos. Of course, I'm pulling for the Washington Nationals.
For that team.
Why are you bringing up tragic memories for me, man?
I forgot you were scarred. Well, Tom Brady was asked who he was going for in the Super Bowl. He told everybody, I have no dog in the fight. These are the people that built a statue of you outside of Gillette Stadium. You are one of the greatest quarterbacks, if not the greatest quarterback in NFL history with the Patriots. And you said you have no dog in the fight? Well, Big Vince Wilfork said, you know what, Tom? You talking that.
So I got to get your verdict on the game. I don't have to ask. Okay, good. I mean,
Teddy got the same response.
Yeah,
but
great.
Tom hasn't given an opinion, and we're waiting for an opinion from Tom.
That's bull crap, Tom. Thank you.
That's what he said.
Thank you.
Come on, Tom.
Now. Why won't he give
all
that political? This ain't political.
Yeah.
It ain't political. What it is.
Yeah.
Raiders ain't in it.
Yep.
Thank you, Vince.
That's right.
Say what it is.
Right.
What you see.
Yep.
You want to come back and say, hey, I'm a Patriot for life, then you should be rooting for him.
Man, look, at the end of the day, if you're a Patriot for life, you know what it is. Don't give me that political bull crap. That's just what it is. That's it.
That's just what if you don't think we're going to win, just pick Seattle then.
Right.
Yeah. Don't straddle the fence. Yeah. That's what it is. Don't straddle the fence. Thank you.
That's what I
Straight
said.
up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vince Wilfork.
My man said straight up.
Hey, this is a dude that used to wear overalls.
Yes.
Like,
yes, and the cowboy hat.
It's like 30 degrees outside, and he got on overalls, no shirt.
Yes. He's Mac Hollins. Before Mac Hollins, the big version. Well, he had a lot of body.
You look like John Coffey out there.
A boss.
For those that don't know the character John Coffey, Google the movie The Green Mile.
Dog time boss.
My buddy, Michael Clark Duncan, played this character. Barefoot, overalls. It just just a huge human, and that's
Yes.
Vince Wilfork. He is a huge human.
Well, it's interesting that you brought that up because Vince Wilfork went on to talk about him and his athletic prowess of how good he was as an athlete.
Who was a better athlete, you or Vrabel?
Me. Man, listen, see, you got to understand. Listen to me.
But he does. How many touchdowns do you have?
Man, that's okay. But that was bias. Because you got to understand, I've been 300 pounds since I was in high school. I returned kicks in high school.
You were returning kicks at 300 pounds?
I returned kicks in high school. See, this is what you have to understand. I was dunking it in 7th grade. I still hold a shot put record in high school for Florida, 68 feet.
So Moss doesn't count?
Moss is a great athlete, but I put myself because I could do multiple things.
Right. Okay. State your case. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Like I said,
shot put, dunking, 300-pound kick returns,
punt returns, kicker, running back.
You dropping coverage a lot?
Linebacker, DB. I played all of that. I tried all of those positions. I did all of that. My coach can do that to me because of who I am and what I was. It ain't like they just thrown out because no, I produced at those positions. Bill Belichick had 1 year. He had me do a 7-on-7. I was a quarterback.
What?
So what that tell you about me?
Well, it tells me a lot. It tells America a lot.
You can ask.
This is an international show.
You can ask Jules. You can ask Randy. Whoever you want to ask about me throwing a football.
I'm going to ask.
Ask him about me throwing a football.
I'm going to ask Gronk.
Ask Gronk.
So when I heard that, I came in here.
You thought about me, didn't you?
1,000%. I said, if somebody gonna say they did something, Mark has done it. And I told Marcus, I said, we're gonna play this on Friday. And I guarantee you, Mark is gonna be like, oh yeah, I did all that.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I did all that.
I never was. I was all-time quarterback. You remember all-time quarterback? I was so good. I was not allowed to play for one team. I had to play quarterback for both teams. Yeah, holla at your boy. And you will. Vince Wilfork knows this. God has blessed some of us with unusual, unique abilities to be fast, to be explosive, flexible is a gift, and to have the will to do it. Man, he talked about dunking. In the 7th grade, I couldn't dunk a basketball, but I could dunk a volleyball. But I was able to dunk at 400 pounds.
Oh, now, I saw the video.
So let's go out there and man, a 30. How many guys? If I'd have went to the combine, it would have been ridiculous. I have on record video footage of me doing 54 reps in the bench with 225. It would have been the world record at that time.
Another one?
Yeah, I'm live. Just don't make me sit up here and pat myself on the back. I'll break my hand. I break my hand.
Right? Well, you are flexible. You just talked about your flexibility.
I had a 9-foot standing broad jump. Just to put it in perspective, our guy Norman Watkins had a 10-foot standing broad jump, which is very impressive for anybody. But you have a guy 360 pounds do it. So speed, jumping ability. I'm with Vince. They don't give the big fellas enough love, man. Yeah, I was slow, relatively. But how many 6'3.5", 400-pound dudes you gonna see run a 4.4? I ran a 4.2 40. I mean a 5.2 40.
He's the $6 million man right here.
You're rebuilding.
Yeah.
But you know, a 5'2" at 260, at 360 pounds is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I put my athletic ability up there with everybody.
With Vince for sure.
Especially Vince.
So but you want returning.
But we not me and Vince not the only nah. See, you have to have a death wish to want to return punts. I think they should take the punt out of the game altogether.
Oh, no.
It's so dangerous. Like, it's just like seeing people do the luge. I don't like watching that. It looks so dangerous, man. If my kid woke up and say, Dad, I think I want to be a punt return, I've been like, nah, we're going to play something else, baby.
That's what I return punts.
Oh, my God.
I return punts. So
So what? How many times did you wake up and go, you never got cracked?
No. Because if I felt like I was going to get cracked, I would fair catch.
I remember my cousin played.
I would fair catch.
My cousin played punt returner back in the days, and he was like, "Oh, it's just like I'm getting killed automatically. It's like I'm running for my life automatically as soon as I catch the ball."
Yeah, it was fun. It was adventurous. It was a good time. But I wasn't worried about no 300-pounder running down there.
Well, they weren't going to put the big boys on punt return.
I'll make him move.
Punt kick.
Yeah, I'll move him with the shakers. But the rest of them, yeah, they was trying to come and clean my clock every single
Them
time.
gunners.
My uncle used to always come up after the game and be like, "Bro, you are crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I love this.
You was him.
I love this. But yeah, I figured that was
They should have the big boy athletic position. They always have best athlete.
Yeah.
But they need to have a lineman, best athletic lineman position.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of guys that come out of high school that play offensive line and defensive line.
Trent Williams would have probably been the one to get that.
Well, yeah,
Trent Williams.
He ran a
is an
4.740 at 330.
Larry Allen was an absolute freak as well.
Yep.
When you start to look at these offensive linemen in the
I
left,
want to see
Jonathan Ogden.
I want to see how fast guys are, how quick, or how far they can jump. Like the speed, and then put together like a formula to decide who's the best big man athlete in football.
Yeah,
that would be so impressive.
Be better than what we got for the Pro Bowl.
You know what, Marcus? You're right. Look at Marcus. Yeah. I would rather see that than to see what we saw with the Pro Bowl. How boring was that, man?
I don't know. I did not watch it.
I tried not to watch it, but I was compelled to watch it.
Yeah, I was
sorry.
trying to lock in.
It was sorry,
on that,
man. It was sorry.
Trying to lock in on
NFL
that.
Do better.
Coming up next, we're going to talk to our girl, Ann Parker Coleman. She was at the Texas alumni game, and she was front row last night for Texas' impressive victory against LSU at the Move. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Craig Way knows everybody.
We're visiting with Brad Sham, voice of the Cowboys, and all I'm thinking to myself is, Reggie Jackson, you got to do a better job of asking the question.
I think it was our friend Art Haynes to whom he said that.
Yeah, because that's what he followed about. You can take your microphone and your glasses.
You can take your microphone and your glasses, and then he proceeded to tell Art what he could do with all of those things, all of which were physically impossible, even with exaggerated surgery.
Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, gold. That's gold. Enter it now.
AM 1300 The Zone.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
There's reports of road debris affecting the right lane on what's usually the lighter side of traffic. I-35 northbound at Breaker Lane. Use some caution if you're heading that direction. On the service road of 183 northbound, there's an accident just after Anderson Mill Road, but some good news on William Cannon Drive. The earlier crash at Bluff Springs Road has been taken care of. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Nothing brings friends and family together on game day like delicious King's Hawaiian Sliders. Bring them to the big game table and be the real MVP. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your local store. Football and King's Irresistible Hawaiian Sliders. There's nothing like it.
The biggest night in football is almost here. On Kalshi, you can now legally trade game day props, like will a quarterback win MVP? Yes, it's trading at 27%, meaning a $100 trade pays out $371 if it hits. And Kalshi isn't betting. It's a live market where you can trade against other people, buying in and out as prices move. Download the Kalshi app, use the code PODCAST to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
What does it mean to work with one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas? At Thomas J. Henry, it means we can take cases all the way to trial when others would have accepted a low settlement offer. It means Thomas J. Henry can put our team of legal minds, investigators, and medical experts to work for you. It means you get personal attention and access to our team when you need us. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The big game is fast approaching, so if you're hosting, make the smartest play right now. Upgrade before the big game, before the stores get picked over, before kickoff sneaks up on you. You know what you need? The TCL Ultimate Series, the QM 8K or QM 9K. You want the best picture? Ultimate brightness? They've got it. Ultimate game day experience from the coin toss to the final drive. This is the big game. Stadium lights, fast cuts, big hits, bigger debates. Was he in? Was he out? With TCL, the replay looks obvious. The picture is so real. There's no blur, no squinting, no, hey, can you run that back and go big? Sizes up to 98-inch. Every seat is a great seat, even the ones by the snack table. On sale now at all major retailers. Get it while supplies last. TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 60.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. You think you know what's going to happen during the big game? Call it with DraftKings Predictions, a new app where you can predict outcomes on football's biggest game. Make real money predictions on the big game and put your money where your knowledge is. Pick a topic, make a prediction. Like, what will the total score be? Will the underdog cover? Which team will be lifting the trophy at the end? Then see if your big game smarts pay off. DraftKings Predictions is new and simple to use with big game trading. Available here in Texas.
Download now. New DraftKings Predictions customers get up to a $75 first trade bonus with promo code AM1300. Don't just feel it, predict it with DraftKings Predictions. The crown is yours. DraftKings Predictions is a CFTC registered introducing broker. Event contract trading involves substantial risk of loss. One per new customer. Opt-in required. Non-withdrawable predictions dollars expire in 1 year. Ends February 8th, 2026. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. See terms at dkng.co/predictions promo.
It's the Craig Way Show with Craig Way and Cameron Parker. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. It's Friday, it's 8:17, and that can only mean one thing. It's our time with our good friend Ann Parker Coleman of KView, as she has made the effort to get up with us this morning after being at the Moody Center last night with one of the most electric crowds that we have heard in a very long time. AP, last night was a very special night. You got Rory Harmon breaking the steals record. She's got 15,000 career points. And Vic Schaefer was pretty emotional about what Rory means to college basketball. You're muted.
Still muted.
Yeah. We'll have Marcus call you and you just keep talking again. We'll do that again. But last night was a special, special night for Rory Harmon and what she was able to do and how she was able to achieve that type of success. Another person that had a lot of success last night was Aaliyah Crump, and her being able to be special during that time was something that we all were talking about yesterday or today.
We knew that she was special, and she had been injured, so they didn't have her available for that last game. And this time she was able to come in. And you know what? I underestimated her ability. I knew she was a good shooter, but she also can. I'm hearing big time
Mute
feedback.
yourself on something.
Mute your computer.
There we go.
She's
All
getting
right.
it. She's working on it.
She got it.
She got it. She gonna get it.
I was trying to mute my phone and not my computer. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why some Fridays I hop on here and my mic does not work. I promise I'm not doing anything different, but
no, we got you. We got you. But talk about last night and the electricity that was in the crowd and what you got a chance to see front row, as a matter of fact, to all the action that was happening.
Yeah, it was maybe one of the happiest that I've seen Vic after a game. And I've seen him do this kind of song and dance after a game where they win. It's a huge game. He says something to the crowd. But yesterday when he brought everybody in after they shook hands into the huddle, I mean, his face, I've never seen it that red. Like, he was yelling. He was so excited. And obviously beating LSU in front of a crowd like that, like amazing crowd last night, is a huge deal. But I think a lot of that also just has to do with Rory Harmon. He loves Rory Harmon so much. I think that they have a really special relationship. And I mean, that's just discounting everything that she does on the floor. All-time assist record holder, all-time steals leader. She has been just incredible for Texas, and also women's basketball as a whole. And it's so funny because a week ago we were on a Zoom call with Vic, and he kind of went on a rant, as he does, saying, you know, Rory Harmon's underrated. She does not get the credit that she deserves. And then last night when she broke that record, I was like, okay, coach, do you still think that? Because in my opinion, I was like, underrated, not credit. We talk about Rory all the time, all the time. But I think the thing is nationally, she doesn't get maybe the recognition that she deserves. And she doesn't. Vic had said, kind of started his campaign a little bit. She has never won, you know, the Nancy Lieberman Point Guard of the Year award. And this year, I mean, gosh, like the stats speak for itself. And he pretty much just said, if she doesn't win that, throw that award out. It means nothing. So super interesting to hear him go on that rant. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, like in Texas, she's not underrated. She gets a ton of credit. We talk about her all the time. But nationally, she doesn't get that recognition that she probably should.
AP, do you blame him, though? Not only do you see her ability to control a team and to be a savant when it comes to leading and getting people in the right place, but she also has the physical talent, the strength, the athletic ability, which is understated in what she does. And her instinct for defense is unparalleled. And she hasn't won Nancy Lieberman Klein's award. And when you don't want to just talk about the records at Texas, like the national acclaim in records, she deserves that. And I think that a lot of times people look for the glitz and glam rather than the brass tacks.
Yeah, and again, what he kept going back to last night when he was on this rant is the stats speak for themselves. Like, yes, she holds the record at Texas, but I believe when she finishes her college basketball career, she will be the only player that has both that many assists and that many steals too. Like, statistically, she is in a league of her own. But I do think, yeah, she goes unnoticed because the way that she affects the game, she's not going to light up the scoreboard in the way that like a Madison Booker, maybe even Aaliyah Crump is now, but she is going to have a bunch of assists. She's going to steal. She's a floor general. She's going to dictate the game in a different way that maybe shows up on the stat book as it does for somebody like Madison Booker. I think a lot of that is why, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because you were alluding to it. When you look at Rory Harmon and what she means, it's kind of hard to showcase her every time because everybody talks about Madison Booker and what she brings to the table, and a National Player of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, and back-to-back conference Players of the Year. So it is a tough road, but Rory means a lot to this basketball team. But overall, the performance last night, both on the offensive side, but defensively, this was a team that averaged 98 points per game, 98 points per game, and they held them to 64 points last night. And very impressive, important defensive stand by the Texas women's basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing too, guys, like that crowd was insane last night. There were a lot of Tigers in the building. There were some LSU chants going around that were pretty loud. So don't get that twisted. The other thing too with last night, it's such a big win. Obviously, Rory is the story of the game. Can't overlook Aaliyah Crump. Like, she is just, now that she's back from injury, she is going to be a problem. She came in last night, 16 points off the bench. She went 7 for 10 on shooting. She made both of her threes. And again, she's just a freshman, and I think it shows in those stats, but really when you watch her on the court, she's fearless. She does not play like a freshman. She plays like an upperclassman who's been in big-time games against big-time teams like LSU before.
AP, I was saying this while we were trying to get the technical difficulties corrected. She squares up and bodies people. I thought she was more of a shooter early in the game or early in the season. She physically gets in there and leans on you and is able to square her body and shoot. And that's a gift. Everybody can't do that. She's special.
Yeah, she is. And then I think that's something that Vic, especially right now, really, really values. We are a little out of this stretch, but I mean, for maybe like last week, the week before, we were having a lot of conversations with Vic about how this team isn't tough. His words, not mine, not mine. I mean, he was getting really upset with, Texas's rebounding and the fact that they weren't diving for loose balls. Like, they were missing 50-50 balls. And so I think that, especially given that, knowing that is something that coach has been emphasizing, maybe that's why, like, she looks extra aggressive when it comes to that. But also, I just think that's the makeup of a player. I just kind of think that that's who she is. And in moments like last night when you're playing LSU, I think who you really are comes out, because that's a big time game. So if you're not ready, you're not ready. And she looks more than ready.
More than comfortable.
Taya Sedbury came in and did an excellent job as well. I thought that game was perfect for her to come off the bench. And that is something that Vic Schaefer has been talking about, building his depth for those types of moments when you can bring in somebody who hadn't played a lot of minutes here lately in Taya Sedbury, comes in, plays a lot of minutes, very effective, perfect on the night, being able to change the dynamic of the team as well. I thought that was really, really impressive. We're talking to Ann Parker Coleman of KView. And AP, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you about baseball. We both was out there braving the cold. And by the way, you had a dope jacket on, that a coat. It wasn't a jacket. It was a coat that you had on. But when you got a chance to watch this team, impressively, what was one of the things that stood out to you about this new 2026 Texas baseball squad?
Pitching depth, for sure. I think we saw a total of 10 pitchers, and really it was the freshmen, like you had said, Sam Cozart, man, he's freshman. He looks 35 years old. Yeah, I can't remember what old reference you made.
Grizzly Adams.
Thank you. I still have no idea who that is. I said I was going to
Bless your heart.
But pitching depth stands out. And I think after last year, especially when you did not have that and you saw how it affected them after Jared Spencer went down. I mean, you tried to plug in Ruger Rayohouse, like you could not find that guy to steady the rotation. So now when I think that they have this elite incoming freshman class and then just the depth that they do, that's what stood out to me. And I think that's clearly was an emphasis this offseason, and for good reason. It really hurt them last year, their lack of depth with arms.
One last thing, Texas softball kicks off the season tonight in San Antonio, the UTSA Invitational. Not only do they open the season as the defending national champion and the number 1 ranked team, they open against the number 9 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. Big year for our guy Mike White and that staff.
Yeah, big timing. And guys, one of the names that I feel like I have kept hearing as we've been talking to softball before this, JC Nichols. Be on the lookout for her. I think that she might be in that leadoff spot, but just have heard a lot of good things about her bat. So excited to see them and see all this new talent that they brought in too.
Yeah, we're excited about it too. And of course, we'll be looking forward to next week as baseball season kicks off. We'll be recapping softball. And of course, we have basketball as well. Who do you have in the Super Bowl?
I'm going to go Patriots.
I like it. You're an East Coast girl.
Yeah, because they haven't won in a while. They never win, so I like to root for the underdog.
We appreciate you, AP. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you at the Mood tomorrow.
Yes, see you guys. Bye.
All right. There she is, Ann Parker Coleman of K-View. Make sure you check her out. Coming up next, we got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take. Right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
The Winter Olympics opening ceremony is today in Milan. Bobsledder Frank Del Duca will be one of 2 U.S. flag bearers, and he spoke about the honor on the Today Show.
It's the utmost honor, and I'm very excited and honored.
Del Duca competed in the 2022 Beijing Games. Speed skating Olympic champion Aaron Jackson was also chosen. They were selected by a vote of fellow Team USA athletes.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's reports of an accident going southbound on Mopac around Lake Austin Boulevard. It's the reason speeds are stop and go starting from 45th Street, causing a 10-minute slowdown. Looking onto the service road of I-35 northbound for a new accident around Stassi Lane, and cleanup is ongoing for a wreck on the service road of 183 northbound after Anderson Mill. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Need a new AC? Austin Energy's Home Energy Savings Program can help with rebates averaging $2,000 on whole home energy improvements. Call or visit abacusplumbing.com today for a free home energy savings project estimate. M20628.
Tonight, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Tonight at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
Celebrate your special someone at Whole Foods Market with the ingredient standards they deserve. Get baked treats with no bleached or bromated flour and no FD&C synthetic dyes like Red No. 3. Find yellow sales signs and make the night sizzle with savings on caviar, New York strip steak, and more. Don't forget to find the perfect bouquet and those romantic chocolate dip strawberries. Taste the love all month at Whole Foods Market.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found Good RX. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 subscriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront pricing.
And same-day pickup.
That's Good RX, the no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, sunshine for your Friday, a high in the mid-80s. Tonight's low, 46. Saturday, sunshine, a high of 81. Tomorrow night's low, near 50.
This report is sponsored by AirTasker.
AirTasker knows your to-do list isn't taking the weekend off.
I need lights hung, dry cleaning picked up, and the grill fixed.
Post your task on airtasker.com or download the app. Local taskers will take it from there. AirTasker. Get anything done.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. St. Paul, Minnesota is curling country, and Tabitha Peterson is its strategic mastermind. As the skip of the women's squad, she's known for her calm demeanor and clutch shot making under extreme pressure. After leading her team to World Championship medals, she returns to Olympic ice with unfinished business. Peterson's experience gives the Americans a fighting chance against the world's best, and she's ready to sweep her way to the podium. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
Join the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, each day from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Craig Way Show on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Here, WWE Hall of Famer, world's strongest man, Mark Henry. You is world's strongest. Take it away, big fella.
All right. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest. The world's strongest. I guess back then they didn't know. Now that I'm hot, they are all on. Guys, again. I know sometimes it gets weird because I tend to lean into the negative. But I lean into the negative because I want to keep you informed. And it just so happens that in sports, there is a lot of negativity, but it stems from the fact that we love sports and sports is some positive. So we have to report the news. And John Morant was right at the face of the league. Matter of fact, I think that before Wemby, he was the guy. And now he has negative value between the injuries and how the injuries happen and the off the field or off the court issues, several times gunplay things. Like, I mean, you might be able to get away with acting like you're pulling the trigger with your hands, but twice he's had issues on video with real guns. And it doesn't help that he's had his relatives show up and do crass stuff in the crowd. He has an entourage of people following around doing dumb things and acting entitled. Marcus, we have a Brian Windhorst talked about the State of the Union with John Morant.
John Morant also not traded yesterday. He's become such an interesting person to me. He's 26 years old and so talented, but we all understand all of the baggage. What should we take from the fact that he didn't get traded yesterday?
When I say he has no value, I don't even think that's accurate. I think he's got what they call in the league negative value. And what that means is teams were not willing to take Ja Morant unless the Grizzlies also attach draft compensation. In other words, you have to pay us to take him. And I know that this is a stunning thing for the Ja Morant fans out there. It's a stunning thing when I talk to his fellow NBA players about it because they know how talented he is. The issue is just this: between the suspensions, the injuries, and the issues with the coaches, he has missed so many games. Secondly, he is at his best when he gets right there into that restricted area in that paint. He's never done it less. He's never taken more jump shots, and he's never been worse at those jump shots. So his play is bad. His off-court issues are bad, and he's got 2 years and $87 million left on his contract. If he had 1 year on his contract, I think there'd be some teams who would say, we're going to do a buy low here. The 2 years on his contract has literally made his situation toxic. The pathway forward for him is to play excellent basketball for the Grizzlies on the stretch, and then he should have some options. He has actually been playing better over the last month, but the actions of the rest of the league and their no interest in him demonstrate where his value is right now.
Wow. When you are so bad that you cannot be traded, there are 32 teams, nobody wants him. And I'm going to tell you something, and I don't think this is hyperbole. There is not 10 better players in the NBA than Ja Morant. Hardge, what say you?
I mean, he did this to himself.
He did it to himself.
When the league is basically handing you it, LeBron's going to be gone. We talked about it. You talked about it the other day. Talked about how the game has changed, and now we are in a state where some of the best players that we've ever got a chance to see are now walking away from the game because of age. You have a chance to be it.
Yeah.
And you want to go out here and be fake. Let's be honest with it.
He is not a gangster.
Exactly.
Stop fronting.
But now, he may be now, because he's probably running with the crew, and now he's like, man, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going all in. This is what I wanted to be all my life. But what ends up happening is not only are you ruining your legacy, you're ruining generational wealth for your family.
Right.
And it goes back to what we talked about before. It goes back to the parenting part of this. We know we've lived lives. We understand what it looks like. That's why we raise our kids the way that we do. Because we know life isn't going to be fair. But don't put yourself in those situations to where it's not fair for you.
Yeah. Well, my take is I think that it's not over with. The story is not over with.
I don't think so either.
I think he can be fixed, but he needs hard love.
Yep.
And if he don't get the hard love, then Ja Morant will be out of the league in 2 to 3 years.
No doubt. No doubt. He got to figure it out. And get your mind right, bro, because opportunities aren't here forever. When we come back, we'll talk about what's happening this weekend. Big game at the Moody Center. And, of course, Texas softball gets it going. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey there, Texas fans. This is the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way, inviting you to join us for Longhorn football.
Touchdown! Texas wins!
We'll bring you all of the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening kick and after the final whistle. And every week, we'll talk with Texas Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian on Longhorn Weekly. This is your exclusive source for Texas Longhorn football.
On 1300 The Zone.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
There's reports of an accident going southbound on Mopac around Lake Austin Boulevard. It's the reason speeds are stop and go starting from 45th Street, causing a 10-minute slowdown. Looking onto the service road of I-35 northbound for a new accident around Stassi Lane. And cleanup is ongoing for a wreck on the service road of 183 northbound after Anderson Mill. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
M20628 TACLA 1354747C TECL 30557.
Need an AC company you can count on? Call Abacus. From tune-ups to repairs and the latest indoor air quality solutions, Abacus can do it all. Now get a free furnace with your new Linux HVAC system at abacusplumbing.com.
Searching online for a car? When you call that dealership, your first question should be, are there any extra costs to the price on your website? At Henna Chevrolet, our answer will always be no. Their answer, you don't want to know. Shop surprise fee free with Henna, where the price you see is the price you get. Absolutely no addendums ever. You deserve honesty, and that's what we run on. Together, let's drive at henna.com.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Jim. Hello. Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now,
I have customers out the door.
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you. People who value speaking to the right people at the right time. That's why we answer the phone ourselves, to understand you and help you invest for the life you want, because you've earned it. We're Hennion and Walsh, and a human connection. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Hennion & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Hennion & Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Spice up the big game with a hot box from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Back to Hardge and Henry in the morning kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Haven't forgotten. Give yourself a chance to win a pair of tickets to go watch Texas versus Ole Miss tomorrow at Moody Center. Tip-off the Texas Longhorns trying to win the game for the pro. If you could be a part of it, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the and always free iHeartRadio app. You'll get a chance to win a pair of tickets to be in the house tomorrow, because we need to make that Moody Center night with the victory over LSU. Texas playing some good basketball with David Sway. You also have Jamal Clark, Cam Heidi. Cam Heidi is shooting the ball very, very well right now.
Yeah.
And he's getting, Coach Miller is getting all that he wanted from that young shooter out there.
I'm just wondering why he was not shooting the ball. Like when you have a guy that like him, he needs to get hot.
Yeah,
he needs repetition, and once he gets his confidence up, and Texas has a 3-headed monster in scoring, really 4. If you know Matas he's a factor. Like if you can get Heidi cranked up, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Texas will have something.
Well, and that's going to be interesting too, because this is a good, well, I'm not going to say a good basketball team that is coming in here, but the other night, Chris Beard was fired up. His team, he was arguing with the officials, got ejected, and now he's coming here. They want to come in and get a victory here against the University of Texas, his former home at the University of Texas. Also this weekend, we got Texas softball. A week from today, we have Texas baseball that will be starting. I will be on the call on LHN with my guy, Chris Mikoski. Not LHN, excuse me, SEC Network Plus. I will be on that. And Texas will be taking on UC Davis. But tonight, Texas softball defends their crown starting tonight in San Antonio at the UTSA Invitational against number 9 Nebraska. If you missed Coach Mike White, get over to our podcast page, wherever you get your podcast, and you can get caught up on all things that are happening with the softball team. But, Mark, this is a big season for Texas softball after winning the national championship for the first time in the school's history.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any pressure because they're so good and they're so well coached with the talent that they have. But this is the opportunity you got to prove it's not a fluke.
Yep.
This is a chance you get to prove that, no, this is the new standard. And I think that Texas will do that. Coach White came on here earlier this week, and he talked about how I asked him about what are they going to do at third base. And he said, Mark, we're loaded.
Yep.
So, like, I love the fact of that, and I want to go see it myself.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year for Texas athletics in the spring sports as we move forward. The Super Bowl is this weekend. There is a lot of money. They said there will be $1.7 billion in betting this weekend when it comes to the Super Bowl.
And $12 of it is gonna be mine.
$12?
That's all I got.
What you gonna bet on?
I
gonna
want
bet on the Gatorade, the coin toss, yards. What is your bet?
My prop bet, my favorite bet is the first team to score.
Okay.
And I mean, it's all so many different variables. Your coin flip. It's a coin flip. Like, you know,
But which one are you going to? Which one do you think will be your favorite? Like,
I think Seattle will score first.
Okay, you think Seattle will score first?
Yeah, that offense is explosive. They're gonna score 32 points in this game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My man, they went out there and really put it out there.
And I think my score prediction is 32-28 Seattle.
What? 32-28 Seattle.
Is that over the?
I would think so.
Because that's a lot of points.
The over-under is 45. Yeah. Yeah, you crushed that.
Mm-hmm.
I think both defenses are going to be very, very solid. Seattle now is the money line for Seattle is -230. They believe that Seattle's way too strong for this New England football team. That is why that number is the way that it is. The line is 4.5. Seattle's favored by that. I will take New England to cover the 4.5. I will take the over, like you, on the 45.
Technically, I said 4 points.
Well, it's 4.5.
Oh,
so but you
that
pick Seattle.
half
That half is important. That half is always important. But you would win on that. You would win. You would cover that.
How much money would I have to put down there to make it mean they actually make some money?
You would
$12
is not going to do it. Yeah, you could add cheese to whatever order that you get with your winnings.
Add cheese to your sandwich.
Whatever you
so,
want.
So I'd have to spend $50.
You have to spend, just spend 100. Mark, don't be afraid of it. You got it. You printing over there, big fella. All your 13 jobs you got. I mean, you've been on everybody's podcast since podcast was created. So go ahead and do your thing.
I haven't done Joe Rogan yet.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's going to come too. I mean, he probably heard this, so he'll probably reach out to you, or somebody that know him is going to reach out to him. But I'm gonna go opposite. You can have Seattle. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Ooh.
I got the Patriots covering the line. I just think that this is a solid football team. The experience with the head coach and the offensive coordinator. You've got some guys out there that got something to prove. And who does not want to see Cardi B at the trophy ceremony, just telling everybody that I won?
I don't. Me. That's who.
Are that one. Marcus, who you got?
I got Seattle. I see this is going to be a defensive battle, and I think I'm going under.
Okay.
And I'm also taking Seattle.
That,
I'm taking Seattle, get the points. I just believe that if anybody's defense is going to score, because I think that's what's going to be the deciding factor in this game, is Seattle's defense will be the one to score.
They will score a touchdown?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or at least put Seattle in great field position to score.
Mm-hmm.
Who turns the ball over first, prop bet?
Seattle. And the reason why I say that is because Sam Darnold, even though he likes to take care of the football, and Kenneth Walker, they might cough that thing up in that first time. You know your nerves are bad when you're on that big stage. Everybody ain't built for it, Mark. The Patriot way. That's right. That's right. If you missed any parts of this week's show, get over to the podcast page wherever you get your podcast. And now you got another chance to win a pair of tickets. All you got to do is get over to that talkback feature, leave your name, your number, and we'll get back with you to let you know that you won tickets. And come say hi to me, because I'll be in the house tomorrow as well. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, folks, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar.
Good luck, JoJo.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you